Hey, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is a comparison of 10 popular modern muscle cars. Much like the mid-60s and early 70s, Ford, Chevy, and Dodge are duking it out. Let's see who's currently on top. Of course, deciding which car is right for you heavily depends on your taste and many other factors I couldn't possibly calculate. With so many great performance vehicles to choose from, I believe we are in the golden age of muscle cars. If I left out your favorite, please know that no disrespect was intended. The criteria for this list are as follows. 1. V8 powered and American manufactured. 2. Newest model currently available. 3. Base model MSRP of $70,000 or less. 4. Two-door vehicles only. 5. 2012 or newer with one exception. And 6. Currently available for purchase. All data used is to the best of my knowledge and ability. All prices are for base models in stock form. You'll probably be surprised by some of these placements, but remember the comparison puts heavy emphasis on muscle and some but little emphasis on cornering, braking, and aerodynamics. Stay to the end where I'll explain how I arrived at these conclusions. So without further ado, here are the top 10 best modern muscle cars. Number 10, 2016 and 2017 Shelby GT350. With 526 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque from the flat plane crank Voodoo engine, the GT350 reaches 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds and makes quarter-mile passes in 12.5. With a top speed of 175 miles per hour and tipping the scales at 4,555 pounds, the GT350 has a base MSRP of $54,845. This is one car I really expected to be higher on the list. I do believe it's a well-rounded car, but for the sake of this list, it placed number 10. Number 9, the 0304 Terminator Cobra. This is the one exception to the 2012 or newer criteria that I placed on this list. I made the exception because these cars are still very competitive. This was one Mustang with highly underrated numbers from the factory at 390 horsepower. Real numbers are closer to 420 with torque to match. It had nearly 33% more horsepower than the previous model. With a weight of 3,700 pounds, this SVT rocketed to 60 in 4.4 seconds and covered the quarter in 12.2. Base price of $34,750 got you a top speed of 155 miles per hour and a car that with very little modification would put down 500 horsepower. The 2003 model was SVT's 10th anniversary and a special edition was available. Number 8, 2015 to present, Dodge Challenger SRT 392. The SRT 392 also donated its engine to the Scat pack. That engine is a 6.4-liter, 392 cubic inch Hemi that gives us 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds and the quarter mile in 12.6, offering such upgrades as electronically adjustable suspension, 6-piston Brembo brakes, and wider rear tires than the Scat pack. But the over $11,000 difference in price at $49,195 put the SRT lower on my list than the Scat pack. This brings us to number 7 on the list, the 2015 Dodge Challenger Scat pack. SRT's 392 Hemi fills the engine bay with the aforementioned 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque, 6.2-liter. Weighing in at 4,279 pounds, this 70s throwback muscle car offers the most spacious cabin on this list. Available with a 6-speed manual or 8-speed automatic, you'll see 0 to 60 times in the low 4s, and the quarter mile in 12.6 seconds. Adorned with the available Shaker's hood scoop, you'll look super cool doing it, but you may have a tougher time getting traction due to the smaller 245mm rear tires. Top speed for the Scat pack is said to be 182 miles per hour, and that brings us to the number 6 spot. And that goes to the 2015 through 2017 Mustang GT. A starting sticker price of $32,395 and 435 horsepower, the S550 GT is the most bang for your buck in this comparison. That and 400 pound-feet of torque combined send you to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds, passing the quarter mile in 12.3. Weighing a reasonable 3,700 pounds, and paired with the wonderful 5-liter Coyote engine, you'll reach a top speed of 164 miles per hour. Due for a refresh in 2018, the Mustang GT will surely hold its spot as one of the most popular pony cars of all time. Number 5, Midway through our chart brings us to the 2011 and 2012 Boss 302 Mustang with an MSRP of $40,310, boasting a 5-liter engine with 444 horsepower and 380 foot-pounds of torque. This isn't just a Coyote with an intake. Named the Roadrunner, it's capable of 7,500 RPM, which is shadowed only by the 5-year younger Voodoo engine in the GT350 at 8,250 RPM. Forged pistons and beefed up rods said to have been the strongest in Ford's history. CNC ported aluminum heads with tougher valves and valve springs and bigger exhaust cams, along with its exhaust and no apologies throwback styling, will ensure its place in muscle car history. Number 4. 2016 and 2017 Camaro SS. Producing 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds from its 6.2-liter LT1 engine. The Gen 6 Super Sport rips to 60 miles per hour in 4 seconds flat and runs the quarter in 12.3 seconds. Weighing in at 3,339 pounds, the Super Sport's top speed is 165 miles per hour. Offering a touchscreen with backup camera, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard equipment, and a price tag of $37,900. And now on to the top 3. Dodge Challenger Hellcat, the current title holder for highest horsepower American production car and the most horsepower on this list. 707 to be exact, and 650 torque. Held back to the 3rd spot because of weight at 400 plus pounds more than the top 2 contenders. Less at home on a road course than the number 1 spot, and $7 per horsepower more than the runner-up. This beast runs to 60 at a blistering 3.6 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 11.7 with its 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi engine, and boasts a 200-mile-per-hour top speed, propelling it to the 3rd spot. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more great content. Be sure to tap that bell so you'll stay in the loop whenever I upload. Thanks for your support. And number 2. From when the battle between the big 3 really started heating up, SVT's 20th anniversary brought us the 2013 and 2014 Shelby GT500, holding the highest American production car horsepower rating of 662 until 2015, and a very respectable 631 pound-feet of torque. This is the last vehicle Carroll Shelby himself endorsed before his death in 2012. Capable of 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and the quarter mile in 11.5, with a weight of 3,845 pounds. All that power is delivered from a 5.8-liter aluminum block Trinity V8 that can rev to 7,000 RPMs with a 2.3-liter TVS supercharger mounted on top, then channeled through a TR6060 6-speed manual. A carbon fiber drive shaft to the 331 ring and pinion makes for no shift 0 to 60 pulls in first gear and a top speed of 202 miles per hour. The base model came in at $54,995 suggested retail and avoided the gas guzzler tax. And here we are at number 1. The best modern muscle car is the 2017 Camaro ZL1. Robbing its engine from the C7 Z06, it makes 650 horsepower and 650 foot-pounds. The supercharged 6.2-liter LT4 propels the ZL1 from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and a quarter-mile pass in 11.4 at 127 miles per hour. It tips the scales at 3,883 pounds and can reach a top speed of 198 miles per hour. Adorned with Alcantara throughout the cabin, Recaro heated and cooled seats, Bose stereo, and a host of other tech, including an available performance data recorder. Also available with the excellent new 10-speed automatic co-developed with Ford. With all the numbers added up, including the $61,140 MSRP, it was enough to edge out the GT500 for the top spot on this list. That being said, I plan to keep my GT500 for the same reasons I chose it. The Shelby just feels more special, in my opinion, than anything else available. And with the rumors of a 2019 GT500 being in development, Ford may well be on top again soon. And who knows what SVT's 30th anniversary will bring. Now on to honorable mentions. These considerations didn't make the cut for one reason or another, but definitely are worthy of mention. No list would be complete without the 2018 Dodge Challenger Demon. With 840 horsepower for just under $85,000, the Demon would have taken the top spot on the list. However, due to price, and it isn't available yet, the Demon wasn't considered. 2015 Corvette Z06, 650 horsepower LT4 V8, 3,524 pounds, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and quarter mile pass in 10.95. Number 3, ZL1 1LE. Number 4, Shelby GT350R. Number 5, Dodge Charger Scat Pack and Hellcat. Number 6, Shelby GTH Hertz Rent-A-Racer, and the Chevy SS. And now a special thanks goes out to the model in the thumbnail, that Mach 1 chick, and SVT_Nick90, owner of the Sweet Terminator Cobra and photographer for the thumbnail. Please give them a follow on Instagram. There'll be a link in the description below. I said I would explain how I came to these conclusions, and I will. However, this video has taken longer to produce than I expected, so if I'm going to get it up this weekend, I'm going to have to cut it short, and there'll have to be an explanation in a separate video. But I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one.